Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
This made me sick.
And you have the same purpose that you did.
Hi, this is Taco Bell. How can I take your order?
Donald, cut it out. It's me. You've got to take down that sombrero meme. It's embarrassing me.
Embarrassing? The sombrero makes Hakeem look better than ever.
Donald, this is serious.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll take it down if you reopen the government.
Look, I need these illegals to have health care so I can keep eating Taco Bell without feeling guilty.
There it is. You care more about illegals than you do our own citizens. You're cooking Americans the same way you cook your hamburgers. Raw, careless, and making everybody sick.
I'm begging you, Mr.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
I don't think you're right. I think you're making it an issue. Vice President Vance is making it an issue, but I haven't heard anybody in my party saying that illegal immigrants should get access to the health insurance marketplace.
I'm so glad you said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Actually, I have some tape of your Democratic Party members saying this on the debate stage. So they've all said it. Let's play the clip.
There's evidence.
A lot of you have been talking tonight about these government health care plans that you've proposed in one form or another. This is a show of hands question, and hold them up for a moment so people can see. Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
Every single one of them.
Senator, that's literally every member of your party, from moderate to more progressive, that have said that in the past.
There's evidence.
Democrats trolling Trump with the taco truck. The DNC parking this truck outside the Republican National Committee in D.C. to taunt Trump with his new Wall Street nickname, Taco, which means Trump always chickens out. A reference to the many times that he has retreated from his trade war threats, right? Promising something and then lowering them without a negotiation. The truck, obviously featuring an image of Trump as a chicken.
That doesn't make sense.
A campaign on universal health care. We're delivering that. We are implementing our ideals. We are manifesting this principle, this fundamental notion that so many of us have been preaching for years and years and years. Universal health care for all, regardless of pre-existing condition, regardless of the ability to pay, and regardless of your immigration status. If you care not just about values and principles of morality, but if your only values and principles are advanced through economics, then that alone should be an argument in favor of universal health care, a pathway and a framework for 1.1 million undocumented residents in the state of California to avail themselves to high quality, comprehensive medical care, long-term, short-term, preventative, as well as in-home support service care and coverage.
Now, Newsom says California is facing a $12 billion deficit. Governor is proposing freezing enrollment in state-funded health care for undocumented immigrants.
You know, when the program started, it was supposed to cost about $3 billion a year, and that ballooned to $11 billion last year. So the governor is freezing new entries into it and making those, or asking those people who are already in it to pay. Take a look.
We are moving forward with making decisions that not only address the concerns this year related to the $11.9 billion, but mindful that we need to tighten things up. We believe that people should have some skin in the game as it relates to contributions. So we are looking to a monthly premium. We are asking for something we ask all taxpayers of California.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Today marks day 2 of the government shutdown. The Senate once again failing to pass the dueling short-term funding bills yesterday. Senators are not scheduled to vote again until Friday afternoon. That's because of the observance of Yom Kippur holiday today. The Office of Management and Budget Director Russ Vought telling House Republicans that the administration is now beginning furloughing federal employees within the next 1 or 2 days. I spoke with the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, here yesterday. Watch. Speaker, can you assess what you're expecting in terms of the job cuts and how severe they could be?
While a shutdown is very damaging for real American people who depend upon government services, it can provide an opportunity to downsize the scope and the scale of government, which is something that we've always wanted to do. And so in a way, Chuck Schumer has now handed the keys to the kingdom to the executive branch under President Trump to do some things that we would not otherwise be able to do because we would never get Democrat votes for them.
What you are about to hear from the Democrats is not true.
The Republican partisan spending bill that they introduced is not clean.
Well, first of all, let's be clear. It's not a clean bill, it's a dirty bill. Well, that's all a lie. It's not a clean continuing resolution.
Listen, I like Hakeem Jeffries. I think he's got an amazing future. He's got better fights than this. This is a clean CR. What does that mean, by the way? Continuing resolution. Instead of passing a real budget like they should, this just says, hey, remember the last one? Let's just continue at those levels again, all right? Now, that may mean that certain people who should get less won't, certain people who need more won't, but a clean CR means that this is an extension from the last set of, in this case, Biden's spending levels. Okay? That's what a clean CR is. This is a clean CR. Wait a minute. Cuomo disagrees with Jeffries. Jeffries must be right. Don't take my word. Take the word from the nonpartisan committee for a responsible federal budget. They say this is about as clean a CR as you could get. Okay? Again, it's a continuation of a March stopgap measure. All right? Essentially a continuation of spending levels from Biden, absent about $13 billion. But when you look at it as a function of the pie, it's literally a rounding error. I don't like that. It's a lot of money, but it's a rounding error. Again, don't take my word for it. How about taking this guy's word?
Allowing Donald Trump to take even much more power via a government shutdown is a far worse option. I believe it is my job to make the best choice for the country to minimize the harms to the American people. Therefore, I will vote to keep the government open and not shut it down.
And that CR he voted for is the same as this one.
They're lying. They're just outright lying.
That is a bold-faced lie, and it really shows how desperate they are.
This is also an outright lie. There is nothing in anything that we have proposed that is trying to change that law.
They make up lies, absolute lies. They say, oh, what they're fighting to do is prevent, say, illegal immigrants from getting federal health care dollars. That is a damn lie.
I feel like they've walked into a bit of a trap because your point is that if they were to make these changes, it would allow states to use federal dollars to help give illegal immigrants health care. Go.
Yes, that's exactly right, Dana. In fact, I have the Democrat proposed continuing resolution right here, where you can read in the text a provision that would remove the provision that Republicans passed in President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill to ensure that illegal aliens in our country cannot receive Medicaid and taxpayer-funded health care benefits. That was happening under the Biden administrations, and the Democrats endorsed it, encouraged it, and vocally supported it. Joe Biden and the Democrats allowed millions and millions of illegal aliens into our country. They paroled them into the country. They gave them a Band-Aid called temporary protective status. They completely abused our immigration system. And then those illegal aliens were receiving the taxpayer-funded health care benefits of hardworking American taxpayers. That's why wait times at hospitals went through the roof under the Biden administration. And that's why the Trump administration and President Donald Trump immediately fixed this and changed it into law with the One Big Beautiful Bill. And now Democrats, rather than just passing a clean continuing resolution to keep the government funded, which is what the president and Republicans want, they submitted a continuing resolution that puts this poison pill back into law. That's what they want to do. And it's completely unacceptable. President Trump ran on the promise to end taxpayer-funded benefits going to illegal aliens. And tens of millions of Americans across the country voted him back to this beautiful White House House to implement that promise, and he did. And now Democrats want to undo it. And they are holding our country hostage. They are holding the American people hostage for this wildly unpopular proposal to give taxpayer-funded benefits to illegals. And now they're lying about it, and they know it. They need to step up, and they need to vote for this clean continuing resolution to keep the government open that they voted for as recently as March, that they voted for 13 times previously in the past. So there is zero excuse for them to shut down our government right now, and they know it. And very soon, the American people and their constituents back home in states from New Hampshire to Nevada to Arizona to Florida are going to start feeling the pinch of this Democrat-led shutdown. We have millions of troops who are currently going without pay. We have women, children, and infants who cannot apply for a very important WIC program for that critical food and life assistance. And you also look at air traffic controllers who are now having to work without pay. These are critical consequences, and it's the Democrats' fault. And they have a chance to reverse course, and they should.
Somebody earlier on our program said that Russell Vought went ahead and signed off so that every military member does get pay. But are you saying that they're working now without?
Well, we are certainly looking into how we can fix this problem. And look, we have $0 coming into the federal government right now because the Democrats shut it down. So what Russ Vought is working diligently on is examining how we can fix this mess to ensure that critical funding continues, that we can get people paid. But the Democrats are making that very difficult. And that's why the president put out a statement this morning saying that we're going to start looking across the board at layoffs and at agencies that we feel do not best serve the American taxpayer, that may need to be halted or permanently cut.
So on that, I wanted to ask you about that because he mentioned Russ Vought in that. I think that came out about 8 o'clock this morning about cutting certain programs that they deem are not necessary. Is that real or is that a negotiating tactic?
Oh, it's very real. And the Democrats should know that they put the White House and the president in this position. And if they don't want further harm on their constituents back home, then they need to reopen the government. It's very simple. Pass the clean continuing resolution, and all of this goes away. We would not be having these discussions here at the White House today if not for the Democrats voting to shut the government down. This is an unfortunate consequence, and the president and Russ Vought will be meeting on that later today.
If you guys think that we can survive another 3.5 years of this, I think you're delusional. Every day there's some nihilistic thing.
Tuesday, Joy. Can we not start there?
I hate to be Debbie Downer, but every day this guy is undoing something in this country that we value. Every day. Every day is a shock and awe here.
Value?
And I, for one, am skeptical that we will survive this.
I am not. If you need that from me, I do believe in our Siesta.
You've seen worse. No, I have not.
Worse.
No, I grew up during World War II.
It's Whoopi that says she's seen worse.
No, I
All right, I'm going to need Whoopi to cheer us up.
Every
Cuban Missile
every
Crisis,
president,
civil rights.
And they were all dealt with by presidents who were not, in the business of destroying the country and destroying the Constitution.
I'm hopeful.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much. I love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I thank you, Jesus. I thank you, Jesus. Oh, oh.
I love this. 100% I do love this. Like, I love Trump. He can troll. He's really good at trolling. He's really, really good. And whenever he troll out people, like, they get pissed. They get angry. You see some red things in their eyes. They're angry. They're pissed. But Democrats called him Taco. They called him Taco, guys. They called Donald Trump Taco. Now, Trump is putting sombrero cap on them and the mustache. Now they're pissed. They're on fire. They said they should take the video down. The funny thing is that these people like Hakeem Jeffries, who is supporting this giving illegal immigrants free healthcare, they are gaslighting it. But the truth is, they have been doing this for a long time during Joe Biden era. And the funny thing is that the border was open, wide. So thousands of people were of illegals were coming into America through the southern border. That is why whenever you come to the hospital, you see a long queue. Before you get to your turn, you're already tired. This is the issue we're having in America. These Democrats that are promoting this bullshit crap, taxpayers' money is being given to support illegal aliens that come into America. Undocumented people in America. And the painful things that they see it as good, or charity, or good. Whereas your own citizens are passing through tough time and hardship. But I feel like you want to accommodate to everyone. Everyone coming. How will your own citizen cope? How? Tell me how. America is in debt, trillions of dollars in debt. And now they are pissed. I 100% love the meme. And the trolling, Donald Trump is good at trolling people. Like, I love this man 100%. Oh, I wish Charlie was actually alive. Like, I wish Charlie was alive to say this. It would have been more hilarious because Charlie would have laughed big time. This was incredible to watch. I love Caroline. She speaks the mind of America. That's something I love about her. Like, she's not afraid. She has that boldness, that gut. See, I love this woman. I love her confidence. I love how bold she is. I love women like that. Speaking the truth. Because America, we are tired of this bullshit. Now, these same Democrats that are against ICE, they're against Donald Trump bringing out the National Guards to Portland. They're those against everything Donald Trump is doing. They're against literally everything. But they won't stop us because we are pushing forward. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I'm happy Donald Trump is the president. I'm really, really happy because this man is actually cleaning a lot of bullshit crap that the Democrats have actually put on the cost during the years of Joe Biden era. Comment down below what you think about this video. Give us a thumbs up. Share this video to as many as can. Subscribe to our channel, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay safe. Puff.